Witcher, a word, please.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Okay, and we are back with that interesting dialogue from the sergeant there. We now seem to be coming to the revelation that the Baron is in fact a broken man. Not really surprising, given all he's been through and well, everything we know about him and how he's been treating the people closest to him. Excuse me, there we go. What do we have here? Just going to kind of raid the herb garden a little bit. Not of everything, just a quick sort of exploratory glance to see what we've got. Anyway, let's go talk to the Baron. I haven't what do we have here? A love letter. I don't know how he's going to feel about that. I was kind of looking over there. Let's have a read. Maybe we can give him some tips or something. I don't know if that's a good idea. My dearest husband, I breathed a sigh of relief after reading your last letter. I am so glad you are on the mend after your injury. I know how upset you must be at having spent the next few weeks in a field hospital, but my heart rejoices that you will not be risking your life on the battlefield. Tamara grows and grows and grows. She can even stand up now, if she holds on to something, though she's still quite unsteady on those chubby little legs. She needs constant minding, for every time I turn my back, she's climbing onto the table and grabbing whatever her little hands can find. Yesterday, she almost poured a bowl of hot soup all over herself. I think I will take on that Miller girl's help, because I am afraid one day I won't catch Tamara in time. Especially now, when you are gone and I must look after all our household affairs myself. Dear Philip, I miss you dreadfully, and eagerly await your return. Every day I pray to Melitel for your health and our daughters, and for our family to be whole once more. I hope this horrible war will end soon. I love you. Yours forever, Anna. That is quite a touching letter. No, about the Baron, Philip. I don't think we'd heard his real first name before now. But that does tell us a lot, I guess. I mean, this was once a loving marriage, but, you know, the Baron, he became a kind of a monster. This he cannot deny. But, you know, I like to believe there's always a hope for redemption for people if they genuinely want to redeem themselves. So, anyway, with all that rambling out of the way, let's go have a chat.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Boy. He is a broken man, as I've already said several times, making me a broken record. Anyway.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned villain. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Whoa, whoa, calm down now. Remember, part of this is your fault, not just the location. You have to give up the bottle. That's your only hope.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
I saw her. We talked. She said I could tell you she's safe.
When will she come home?
And that she's not coming back.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her rooms await. I sent away for new pantoblas from Toussaint. How can she not come back?
Now, you've got to come to terms with it. I mean, for one, you've kind of been a horrible husband and father, as of late. And two, someday your children have to leave the nest, start lives of their own.
Sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best father.
I have not, true. But I'd change, would be different. If only she'd return. If only they'd both come back. Maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenford, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me out.
You can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
I shall try. I must. Life is pointless without her and Anna. I've nothing to lose. Incidentally, what of my Annie? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
Huzzah, another gameplay section
That
of
lass
Ciri.
of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Aye, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
You know, we'll just be honest. I don't know, for some reason I want to imagine Ciri as being just slightly naive and all slightly open and trusting. I don't really have any reason to think why that would be the case, considering, I mean, she was raised by Geralt, and he is... Well, then again, no, he seems to be kind of naive at times. I mean, he's very well, you know, I'm kind of rambling now, but, you know, he's very knowledgeable about some things, but I don't know, Witchers in general don't seem to be the best at, I guess, the whole social, political maneuvering game, which kind of makes sense given their profession. Anyway, enough of my rambling.
A Kaer Morhen?
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
Yeah, I guess she's not really a Witcher. She doesn't seem to have those eyes.
I'm not a Witcher. Just grew up there.
I believe it, seeing how you swing that sword. Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
Well, you've started this, so I'm going to actually push you. I'm assuming it's the Barons, but let's make him dig himself deeper, shall we?
What happened? You get the jitters?
No,
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
I better win, assuming I actually have control over that, and I have no reason to assume we won't. Alright, let's do Ciri proud. Hello there, Mr. Rabbit.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Man chop!
Okay.
Come on, Ciri, don't you embarrass us!
Oh,
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
kick it. Show how it's done.
okay. Alright, so far so good. I mean, I'm probably making a horrible mistake burning up all the stamina right now. So let's slow down a bit.
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Oh, I completely let go of the actual... Uh-oh. Alright, let's do this right this time. Don't accidentally trigger the sticky keys. That would be quite embarrassing. Alright, almost there, and we win. Huzzah. Okay.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Uh-oh.
Another chance to win.
It's that damned cockatrice.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Okay. Well, let's play around a Gwent, shall we?
Ever play Gwent?
I do. And what's more, I usually win. If you've a deck, sit down. Outplay me, and I'll give you one of my unique cards. How's that for enticement?
I am enticed.
Let's lay him down.
Hopefully he doesn't have a particularly powerful deck. Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh, he's also the same faction as me. Let's see, what do we have here? We have some close combat, a lot of siege, some range. So, it's not too bad to have these, but... Alright. Oh, also, where's the music gone? That's odd. Where did the music go? No, I escaped for right now. So I guess we have to play without any music. Sorry about that. No, don't play Yennefer yet. I won't do that any further. well, I could not possibly help create some good background music to play. It's actually really kind of unnerving. And it's so quiet. So quiet, it's kind of scary. I mean, I assume this is some kind of glitch. I won't worry about it too much, I guess. No, I guess it just really emphasizes that I need to talk for this particular match, because otherwise, I mean, it's just dead silence. We can't have that. That would not do at all. So basically, I'm just going with my typical strategy, which is to pretty much throw down all the cards that I have, and hope everything works out in the end. Okay, thank you, good sir. Let's see. Well, I think we will play the leader card, because that ultimately benefits us quite a bit. Alright, and he has passed. Alright, and I gotta bring 2 cards back in the next round, so that'll be really useful. Okay, I really don't need a torrential downpour, since most of my cards are, in fact, of the siege variety. Let's see, what do we want to bring back? I guess the level 8 one, or the 8 strength siege card. We can bring it back. It's alright, it's alright. Though that really hurts. Please don't have another one of those. I was really hoping we'd be able to bring another card back on the table. Something that would be useful. But unfortunately, that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Okay, this is going to be really close. Hopefully he has a lot of melee cards, doesn't have too many special cards. Okay, alright. He has only 2 cards left. The only card I have would be a hindrance to me if I were to use it, so obviously we're not. We're just going to pass and hope that his last 2 cards are not too good. And they weren't, so we won. By luck more than anything, I'd say. I'm definitely not really using any genius strategies here.
You won. The man's only as good as his word. Take the card. I fear Velen's short on worthy opponents. Boat builder in Oroton might be one. There was also an old soothsayer. Lived east of here, near the windmill, last I heard. There's a lad, about as reasonable as an old mare, but he plays a devilish hand. In fact, I don't rightly know that you're ready for him.
Okay. Well, that's good. Sigismund Dijkstra? I'm gonna just assume that's a good card. Ooh, a note. Nilfgaardian demands. We won't bother reading those. Do we have any other business?
What do you come to me with?
And nothing particularly exciting.
So long.
Okay, so, do we actually want to move right on into these quests? What do we have here? Investigate all remaining leads in Velen and find the Baron's wife. Okay. We can do that. It says Pyres of visit Triss in her house. We must have had this one for a while. And I've been focusing on these. We could go visit Triss, I suppose, but I feel for the time being we might as well be taking care of this. You know, I can't help but notice the sound is still gone. Let's go into options and see if what happened. According to this, the volume is still there. So, I'm actually not sure what to make of that. Other than that, I guess I should probably try quitting out of the game and then coming back in and seeing if that fixes things. Let's head out first.
Bring out the gimp.
Oop, wrong way. That's not the way out. That's not the way out either. Oh yes, we went straight into the basement. One day I'll learn my way around here, and by then we'll never need to come back again.
Look like you got south last night too.
And I just needlessly took a bunch of damage. Let's meditate for just an hour. I really am wondering what happened to the music. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break, and I think we'll keep this all part of one episode. I will see you in a moment. Okay, and we're back.
No, the price for that
Oh.
help. Blood, they're nightmares.
Alright, so, yeah, I guess we'll wrap this episode up by going to look for the remaining shrines here, and we'll see if we can't finish this side quest off. And then, I guess, we'll go visit Kirametz and take care of whatever her side quest is. And also, I am aware that we have some unspent skill points. I'll do something with those sooner or later. But, we won't worry about that for now, because we're not in, any dire need for becoming stronger, since we seem to be doing fairly well for ourselves as is.
Need a swift kick in the arse.
And we could always be doing better, but we aren't doing terribly, and I think that's all that really matters right now. So, let's go take care of, what we have to deal with here. What are we coming up on? We've been here before? Doesn't look like it, since we have no... there we are. Play Witch. Okay, there's probably something to do here, but we'll have to come explore and check it out later. Since for now, we just want to stay on target. Probably while I was in there. No, there's apparently something to do down there, but we'll just ride. Ride our way down, explore, discover, learn all these good things. Let's head toward a new place, Wastrel Manor, however that is meant to be pronounced. I have to go looking around there later. Oh, there's a quest.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
We're doomed.
The eye.
You's the one brought soured wine. Curse is your fault as much as
There
mine.
we are. I guess I might as well talk to them first, just to make sure we don't
What
miss
are you
anything.
doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
Okay. Tell me more.
The All God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us, you can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me elms. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse.
All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
Interesting.
I could intercede on your behalf with this all-god of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Is that so? Alright. Where is this altar? Hi there.
Oh, all God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? Huh. How would that work? No answer from the All-God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
Pretty neat little setup that this guy's got going. You know, I wonder, if I just wandered down here to start, would I have pretty much, skipped the whole quest?
What? Who dares disturb my divine
Oh, God!
being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the All-God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack. Lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke. And suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, Demanding prayers and offerings, given naught in return? I talk at least.
Melitele. That's how you pronounce your name. I suspect this guy might be a coward. I mean... Listen, I don't want to go through a bunch of work just to encourage this fat bastard, so... I'm not gonna just straight up say I'm going to kill him. We'll go for a middle ground here.
Listen here, lard ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
You're damn right, sir. What are you? Troll? No, trolls don't look like that. I'm also going to loot from you, by the way. I don't think you will mind. You better not, anyway. Hunter's trousers? Don't we already have something? I warn you, sir. You're lucky. I'll let you off easy this time. Alright, hi guys.
Anything new?
Talk to your old god, face to face.
And will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you! I told you the All-God's merciful understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
No problem. Ooh, do I want to be a jerk about this? Well, as far as I know, this guy, this All-God, I did air quotes there for some reason, even though you can't really see them. Anyway, yeah, I don't think he's really doing anything other than kind of leeching off them. So maybe we'll let the peasants... I mean, we'll leave it up to them to decide how they're going to handle things.
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
Indeed, indeed. Oh, I hope I won't get them killed, now that I think about it. We better follow them down there. Right, are you guys going down?
Can't be in two places at once, can I?
Okay.
Top of the day.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, so... investigate all remaining leads in Velen and find the Baron's wife. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to do that when you're not really pointing me in any particular direction, but that's a question that we'll have to answer another time. For now, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it means a lot, and I will see you next time.